take an opening comment from Coach Chizik and then take questions. Coach?
Well, I thought it was a great win, and I could not be more proud of our football team coming into a place like this. Beating a football team of this caliber is a huge landmark victory for us moving forward with what we're trying to do at Auburn. You know, our guys went into the game and we had such a good week of practice and we were very focused and we really felt good about plans on both sides of the ball, including special teams. But this was a game that they willed to win. They willed to win. They willed that one. And I'm just very blessed to be the head coach and be the leader of a bunch of coaches and guys that, man, I'm just blessed. And I feel very thankful that I'm around people like that on a daily basis. You know, wasn't always pretty, as we've experienced in three other wins. You know, but we beat a good football team tonight, and that's the third time we beat them in 3 tries. And I don't know that there's a whole lot of people out there that can say that right now. And our football team is getting better. This month, obviously, is a month that we know is, you know, where it all counts. So again, I can't be more proud of the way our guys played. Our defense was outstanding. Our special teams was outstanding. Our offense controlled, although we didn't score as many points as we would have liked, obviously. There's a lot of things hidden in there that you don't see. And that's over 90 plays and a lot of possession time, a lot of first downs. Michael Dyer carried the ball over 40 times, I believe. That's what we got to get to. That's how we got to win games. And it was a great overall, you know, it was a plan that we put forth earlier in the week. And, you know, every one of our guys executed it, you know, to the best of their ability tonight. So I'm blessed, I'm proud, and we got to continue to improve. But this is a great win for Auburn tonight.
Gene, after struggling, particularly on defense, a lot in the first 3 games and get some criticism and all those things, how much does this mean going forward to confidence-wise, program-wise, to have come on the road and beat a top 10 team?
Well, I don't think there's any question. It's very significant to all of our football players. Not that you know, we're concerned about the outside opinion, but that they were able to play a football team tonight that had a lot of weapons and really play a great game. And at the end of the day, you know, you're looking at the Heisman Trophy. He's not the Heisman Trophy leader, he's one of them. We went in the game and said we got to stop him. That happened tonight. We went in the game and said, you know, we got to really do a good job with getting turnovers. That happened tonight. So, you know, we're going to continue to work on defense. We certainly haven't arrived. But I said it last week, I thought we got better. You might not necessarily see what I see, but I see everything in a lot greater detail than you do. And I thought that there were a lot of places that we got better last week, and I think that carried over this week. So we're going to continue to fight the good fight defensively. Couldn't be more proud of our coaches defensively and our kids. That's our whole defensive coaches, staff, and our kids.
Gene, talk about third downs. They only converted 2 the whole game.
You know, previously going back and really trying to troubleshoot, you know, when we weren't successful on third down, it was 1 guy here, it was 1 guy there. It was never 9 guys out of place. Some of that happened for a lot of different reasons. It doesn't matter, but, you know, I think we've started in the right direction of getting a lot of those things corrected. Tonight was a great start against a team that on third down, quite frankly, was really good at what they do. So coaches had a great game plan, players executed it, and again, man, my hat's off to all those guys.
Gene, kind of seemed like it went. The offenses went back in time a little bit with the defense. It's just a struggle, you know, a fist fight out there, pretty physical, and a lot of rushing yards. Talk about just, I guess, with these 2 offenses coming in, maybe everybody thought it'd be a high-scoring game.
Well, you know, I'm not sure what I thought it would be, but you know, I knew it was going to be a physical game, and I knew that, you know, for all intents and purposes, if we didn't stop 21 running the football, we'd have a hard time winning. That's pretty evident to the most novice of people. So that was our plan, period. And then whatever happened with that, we felt like we had to get turnovers. We felt like we had to put pressure on the quarterback, which we did. We felt like that would lead to turnovers, which it did. And then we felt like we had to win the special teams position battle, which there was no question in my mind that happened. And we've been saying, you know, what role our special teams play all year long. And, you know, you can say what you want to say, but I can promise you this, that that was a very significant role that people will overlook when they look at the score. Because the whole game, the defense had a long field to protect, for the most part. That's strictly from special teams play. So again, whatever we got to do to give ourselves a chance to win, that's what we want to do. And again, just very proud of those guys.
Gene, specifically talk about
this being a landmark victory. What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, I just feel like I feel like when you travel on the road with not a whole lot of scholarship kids, in my opinion. You travel on the road with a bunch of freshmen, a bunch of young guys. Travel on the road and you beat a top 10 team. You know, I think it's pretty self-evident what that does for you moving forward. And you know, our guys needed to know that they could come into a place like this, SEC football, physical, tough. There's a brawl in there sometimes, and come out with a win, no matter how we got to do it. And until you take a team that's done it, you can talk about it all you want to talk about it. And until they prove to themselves that they can get it done, you know, it's all talk. So when I say it was a landmark victory, I'm talking about moving forward with these young guys and a very young football team, what this victory meant in terms of us trying to, you know, catapult this into some other, you know, road victories.
Gene, how many scholarship guys did you have here, and is it pretty unusual for you?
You know, the exact number I'm not sure, but you know, probably played today with low 50s.
Kyle Frazier seemed to really make some big plays for you today, and late in the game when Barrett seemed to really struggle, did you ever think about maybe getting him even more involved in what you were trying to do offensively?
Well, the plan going in was that Kyle was going to play, and his role has expanded. We've talked to him about that. He knows what we expect of him. I think the more he handles the ball and the more we give him some opportunities to, you know, just get used to what it's like out there on game day, you know, he's going to get better and better. So we had the package planned before the game started. I think Gus did a really good job with trying to figure out, again, you know, how far we can go with him. And we're going to continue to go as far as we need to go based on what he can handle. So really proud of him. Thought he made some big plays in there. I think he converted on a couple of third downs that I know were important in the game. So we're just going to continue to expand his role, you know, as we move forward.
Gene, speaking of special teams, Stephen Clark in particular, who just backed him up over and over again. Could you talk about it?
In practice, I mean, he is just he has been a phenomenal. You know, you're going to get in the game what you get in practice. I mean, that's typically the way it goes. The last 2 weeks in practice, if we need him to kick in the open field, he's been putting the ball. I mean, he's been putting the ball in the clouds. When we need to do, you know, our red zone punting, you know, our going in punting, he's been phenomenal. I don't know how many dropped inside the 10 or the 12 or the whatever tonight, but our coverage was outstanding, our protection was outstanding, and his punts were, I couldn't ask for better, you know, results in the punting game.
Can you talk about the play Leslie Kirkham made the strip after the interception, staying with the play, pulling that ball out?
Oh, it's enormous. I mean, it's huge. I mean, you know, that again, you know, everything for us isn't going to happen great during a game. It's not going to happen pretty all the time, but they got to keep playing. You know, they got to keep playing. They got to keep persevering. They got to keep, you know, they just got to keep plugging. And that was a great example of something bad happened on one play, and in the same play, it reversed itself and turned out to be a good thing for Auburn. So my hat's off to Phillip. What a great heads-up play, and you know, gave us a chance to win the game.
Gene, you wanted to get the ball to Dyer more. Did you think 41 carries would be possible, especially at that ankle injury? It looked pretty severe there.
That's why I'm so proud of him. You know, I mean, you know, his ankle got twisted a little bit, and not a little bit. I mean, he was hurting, but you weren't going to keep him out of the game. You know, and really, really proud of him. We told him before the game, you're gonna get it. You're gonna carry the load. He was ready. Thought he was extremely excited to play. He was not coming out of the game.
Take a few more.
Looks like their safeties had a really good game today.
Well, you know, we'll know more when we see it, but you know, Nico's shown up 2 weeks in a row for sure. Of course, Demetrius is a young guy getting better and better and better, and we got to get better play out of those guys, both on the run and the pass game. So I don't think there's any question that, you know, that they played, you know, well from what we saw. We'll know more tomorrow, but anytime you get that many turnovers, I think 2 of them were from them. Off the top of my head, they're playing better.
Can you talk about Barrett Trotter's performance? He had a couple tough interceptions on one drive, bounces back in that last drive. What was his demeanor like at the sideline in between? And did you have to work to build him back up, or was he confident?
Well, you know, I mean, that's one of the reasons he's our quarterback, because he knows everything's not going to go good every snap. And you know, he's one of those guys that, you know, can have a short memory and bounce back. And you know, he made some plays at the time tonight when he had to make some plays. That's what he did. We'll look at the film tomorrow, and there'll be some of the decision-making process that wasn't good. We all saw that, but we also saw him do some really good things out there too. So we'll get back to the film tomorrow. Keep trying to improve.
How much does it mean for as far as the faith and confidence of the team and a guy when he's done it twice now, taking you behind in the last 5 minutes and taking you to win the game?
I think it's big, Phil. You know, I mean, you know, one of the things for our football team that they have to understand, you know, being who we are and where we're at right now with the makeup of our team, you know, our team has to know that, you know, in these tight games, we've got to find a way to win it, and everybody was involved. You know, we scored the last touchdown. Cody Parkey kicks it out of the end zone. Now you got an 80-yard field. Okay, defense has got to stop them. Well, it doesn't look good. They get a big gainer out there, and then the clock's eating down, and you know we got to have a big stop. Let me back up. Going in the last drive, you know, doing some things right now, completing some balls, getting some tough runs in there. It gave us an opportunity to score on the last drive. When, you know, all game long we didn't play pretty on offense. But at the time when we had to have a win, it was a team. It was absolutely 100% a team win. 100%. It wasn't the quarterback, it wasn't the tailback, it wasn't the safety. It was offense, defense, and special teams 100%. And that is the epitome of a team win when the game got tight.
Coach, thank you. We'll do everything out here in the